Bring in Bethany Mandel, co-author of Stolen Youth, and Bridget Ziegler, director of the Leadership Institute's School Board Programs. Ladies, welcome to both of you. What do you think about this, Bridget? Two flags, the American flag and the state flag, or should they let them all fly?
Well, first of all, our classrooms are not intended to be anyone's social or political activism centers. And when we have proficiency levels declining on reading and math, it's unfortunate that we're having fights about flags. But at the end of the day, I think it's appropriate that we focus on academics. And if we can't agree on things, I think the resolution of the United States and the California flag should stand.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is, Bethany, you have California schools. This is not the first district to do this. You have California schools that are flying pride flags, trans flags, BLM flags, Trump flags, sports teams flags, and they all got to go. They're saying, listen, we're done with all of this stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's exactly right. This is a distraction from what should be happening in the classroom. What does a flag represent? We should be, as a country, talking about, education and basic literacy and basic ability in mathematics. This is a distraction, and they want the distraction. They want to distract from the fact that kids can't read, kids can't do math, and, it's time to just settle this whole thing and move on.
Yeah. Meantime, Bethany and Bridget, stand by for a moment, because in Virginia, parents at another very tense school board meeting started to recite the Lord's Prayer, but they were quickly told to stop. Here's an update from the chief religion correspondent, Lauren Green. Watch.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
At this time, we're going to go to recess. Officers, during recess, can you clear the room?
The cornerstone prayer of Christianity recited in defiance of a call for police to clear the room at the end of a school board meeting in Suffolk County, Virginia. Now, the board chair is under fire as legal teams demand answers. In a letter, First Liberty Institute and Founding Freedoms Law Center said the Constitution prohibits the government from excluding religious expression from a public forum. We ask that the school board clarify its policy accordingly. The spontaneous prayer began at the end of a tense school board meeting when local parent Angela Kilgore wanted to pray for the students and the school, but was shut down.
To pray for our schools is not permitted.
That's correct.
Fox has reached out to the school board chair to comment on the letter and the prayer. He has yet to respond. Trace?
Yeah, Lauren, thank you. Bridget, what do you say to this? What would you say to parents who started reciting a prayer in a school board meeting?
Well, listen, I think the right to petition your government, it's a fundamental right. And certainly when people talk about the separation between church and state, that means the government imposing any kind of religious beliefs. But the right for this individual to come and speak and pray in front of her school board, I think should be acceptable. I know there's a challenge when we talk about decorum, but we're at a time where we really do need to rise up faith. I think it's something that's very unique about our country. With Constitution Day being on Monday, it's a very timely conversation, and I support people expressing their religious expression and freedom.
Bethany, Politico writes this about the Virginia Democratic congressional candidate Susanna Gibson, quoting here, "So what if a candidate live streamed sex acts with her husband? While the Post story might seem to spell the nurse practitioner's political ruin, we shouldn't be so hasty to write her off. Today, people's lives are more and more online. Is she fine to stream sex and then run for office? All good with you?"
So what's funny about this story is that she's accusing Governor Youngkin of leaking all of these videos that she made publicly available. And I just sort of want to talk to Fox News right now and ask them, why are they leaking this conversation that we're having right now? This is a horrible invasion of my privacy. I mean, this is exactly what she's accusing Governor Youngkin of. I mean, if you're not comfortable with these videos being publicly accessible, don't put them out there.
Yeah, I mean, she did stream it. I mean, Bridget, she streamed it, and she was getting paid for it. And I got 30 seconds for you to wrap us up here.
Listen, at the end of the day, that seat's incredibly important, especially when you consider the agenda that Governor Youngkin has put forward. So I hope Virginians are paying attention.
Yeah. Bridget, Bethany, great to have you on. Thank you.